Business class isn't just a seat. It's a whole experience, and when you're choosing between Emirates and Air France, the difference can be huge depending on what you value most. So in this video, we're breaking it down. Seat, design, dining, service, entertainment, amenity kits, everything you need to know before you drop thousands of dollars on a flight. Let's go. Let's start with the seats, and I have to say Emirates really impressed me. The cabin had gold finishes, beautiful ambient lighting, and just luxurious from the moment I boarded. The seats were spacious. Now compare that to Air France's business class. The seats also lie flat and are very, very comfortable, but visually Emirates just feels more luxurious. One key difference is that Emirates business class in this layout didn't have first class, so it was their top tier product. Air France, on the other hand, did have first class, and that had to be a better sitting experience. On Emirates, I was served a multi-course meal, and it was delicious, it was fresh, and the quality was divine. The portions were generous, and you could order more if you wanted. It was elegant, satisfying, and available throughout the flight. Air France takes another approach. It has Michelin-starred chefs behind many of their dishes, in case you guys don't know, which means that you'll get a more gourmet-style menu, smaller portions, fancier names, and beautifully presented plates. It's refined, but not always as filling as Emirates. When it came to entertainment, this is where Emirates takes the lead. It's over 4,000 channels, massive screens, responsive controls, and even external cameras you can watch in real time. It's the best entertainment experience I've had in the sky. Air France has improved with newer aircraft, but the content selection is smaller and the interface is more basic. If you care about movies, TV, music, or just keeping busy, Emirates is the way to go. When it came to the amenities, Emirates gave me a Vulgari amenity kit with high-end skincare and cologne, plus warm towels, slippers, and a soft blanket. Hey guys, so we are inside the flight, and I'm gonna put my socks on because, as you guys may know, I get cold very easily. And I already opened the package, but this is a package, and it just brings socks. They're new. And then this is called, this is an eye shade. So I don't know, it's a 15-hour flight, so I have to keep myself entertained, and I'll probably take a nap. I know that after this, they're just going to serve dinner and then from there, but I want to show you guys inside. Air France provides a well-designed kit with clearance products, and depending on your route, the little extras like mattresses, pads, and slippers are there, but it feels less indulging than Emirates. I'm about to show you guys a toiletry bag, but I want to point out it wasn't on the seat when you first came in the plane. Instead, they come by right before takeoff and they give it to you. So let me show you what's inside. I was very satisfied with the toiletry bag. I think they did give us products that had really, really nice quality. I would have personally liked for the samples, for example, the one from Clarence, to be a lot bigger just because I love Clarence. But overall, I think with what they provide on the flight, you're going to be good. So it was very thoughtful. Service and crew. Emirates service was flawless, professional, friendly, and polished from boarding to landing. The flight attendants were attentive but never intrusive. It felt like a luxury hotel in the sky. Air France crew brings that chic French boutique feel, is confident, stylish, and a bit more relaxed. My Emirates seat turned into a fully flat bed with plush bedding. The cabin lighting helped set the mood, and the seat had just enough privacy to get real rest, especially since there was no first class, so it felt extra quiet and premium. Air France's newer seats offer better privacy, and the bedding is also very comfortable, but I honestly felt just as rested on Emirates thanks to the overall comfort and vibe on the cabin. In my opinion, Air France has been the airline that has gotten closer to Emirates when it comes to service, when it comes to quality, and when it comes to your money's worth. If I had the choice, I would go for Emirates, but if you find a good deal on Air France, be sure to get it because they do provide really, really good service, and the seats are very comfortable and it's very fun on an Air France flight. The food is also delicious. Flying ITA Airways business class from Miami to Rome, then connecting to Venice. Is it worth the upgrade? This was the seat. It was not super spacious. I am 5'2", and I noticed that it was a little bit tight for me and the cushions were not very soft. You were also given a pillow and a blanket. I did really like that they had a screen where you can adjust the seat. It also had ports so that you can charge your phone and devices. The seat did have a screen, and I did really like that they had movies and they had TV shows. We were given a hot towel and we were also given a toiletry bag. The toiletry bag had basic essentials, and if you're gonna use it during the flight, I think you can get the best out of it. You are given this menu and you get to choose anything that you want, and then the flight attendant will come to you and you will place your order. The menu, in my opinion, had a really good variety of food. Now let's move on to the food. This is an honest review. What I'm having right now, think of it as a wrap. It had cheese inside and it was very flavorful. The bread, I personally like for bread to be warmed up. I also got the option of choosing my favorite drink, and I chose Coke. This was the pasta. Now, when it comes to pasta, I'm a harsh critic just because I love pasta and I eat a lot of it, so I know how it should taste. This one was good. This was the second dish. As you guys know, I love fish, so this was super flavorful. It was delicious, and I loved this one out of all of the ones that I had. This was a chocolate pie. It was really, really yummy. I really enjoyed this option. You are given more than one option for dessert, but to my liking, this was incredible. When it comes to what you get versus what you paid, I would have loved for the seats to be a little bit wider. And I think what completed everything and gave it a 5-star was the staff had the most amazing customer service you could ever expect. I want to give you a preview of the bathroom. It was somewhat clean, but it was not a very spacious bathroom. Mid-flight, I did get hungry, so they had this option. This is a charcuterie board, and they had a little bit of everything. I didn't finish it all, but it's really good. They also had another option, which was the sweet option. Ironically, I went for this option. This time I didn't get the sweets, but it was really good. Then it came time to have breakfast. I loved that they had fruit. They had a croissant, eggs, bacon, a little salad, jam, orange juice, and coffee. And then we arrived to Rome, but from Rome we had to take a connection flight to Venice. There is no direct terminal. You have to get on a bus, and that takes you to the terminal. I did go to a lounge, but they didn't allow me to film inside. Let me tell you, in one of those lounges, they had pasta, and that was the best pasta I've had in my entire life. This is the gate, which had the connection flight so that we would go to Venice. This was the water leaving Rome. My friends, this was beautiful. The video doesn't do justice. This was gorgeous in person. They did give us snacks on this flight. We also flew business. And so we arrived to Venice. And let me tell you, when I saw the view from the plane, when I actually saw what you guys are looking at, I wanted to cry because the impression when you're there in person, it's out of this world. It's just, if you ever go to Europe for the first time, you're going to see something that is shocking. It's such a beautiful culture and such a beautiful place. And yeah, I was super excited. This is the terminal where Sandy sat right now. That's where you would request a taxi. And then our hotel was on the outskirts of Venice, so we could get there by land. So that was our hotel over there. The hotel was very spacious. It had a little bit of everything, and the rooms themselves were very clean. And so after this, my friends, I went out and I started filming content of Venice, which is already on my channel. I hope you guys subscribe and you take a look at those videos where I show you around Venezia. I recently went on a cruise through Italy, Greece, and Croatia. I would love it if you would subscribe, watch those videos. Maybe you can get an insight if you're planning to go to Europe. Maybe this could be a city, or any of the cities that I went to could be a destination for you. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.